Ugh, today's gonna suck.
Tonight, Manhattan prosecutors filing a murder charge against Luigi Mangione for last week's shooting of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
And is awaiting extradition back to New York. Police arrested Mangione Monday at a Pennsylvania McDonald's after an employee called authorities saying the masked customer resembled the suspect.
Today, I have to go to the dentist, and I hate going to the dentist. And it's not like the insurance is an issue, because we'll talk about insurance in a minute because of all the news we just heard. But I have to go to the dentist because I broke my temporary crown yesterday eating some sticky candy. Don't tell Dr. Garcia, but it's my fault. And I have to wake up early to go to the dentist. I hate waking up early, and I hate going to the dentist. This is the worst day. Going to the dentist sucks. It's not that they inject you and you feel it going in your veins. It's not that. It's not that they use a series of torture tools from like the medieval times, okay? It's not that they use these powered drills that you use on cars into your mouth, all right? It's not that. It's really just the shame that I've faced for many years. You see, my dentists were not your average dentist. My dentists were my parents. So like any kid would rebel against their parents, right? However, for me, rebelling against my parents was not doing the things that they wanted me to do with my teeth. And then I would go to my parents and they would work on my teeth. And the entire time my jaw is wide open and they're using these power tools and these solar powered, gas powered, nuclear powered devices in my mouth, I'm getting lectured for hours at a time. All that shame came with a really nice little perk, which is that I never had to use insurance at a dentist's office, and I never even really knew the cost of dentistry. It's kind of unfair, but that's the luck of the draw. And that's the thing, I didn't realize how lucky I was to not have to deal with these insurance companies that make no sense. Their premiums are insane, and I'm a lawyer, but come on, it seems like the only reason that they exist is to protect their profit machine, or they're just trying to confuse people. For example, some deductibles are the maximum that the patient will pay. Other deductibles are the maximum that the insurance will pay. Why doesn't the word deductible just mean the same thing? So when we talk about this crazy guy in Manhattan that shot the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, we can kind of understand the social issue that he's trying to bring attention to. Now, we don't condone killing anyone. Obviously, that's Unabomber style stuff. But you can kind of start to understand it, right?
All right, so today we did your temporary crown. We'll see you in 2 weeks, and your total will be $25,000. You can tap when you're ready.
Oh my God. So now, not only does the dentist leave my jaw in pain, he leaves my wallet in pain too. It makes me hate the insurance system, and I see why the assassin made this his vendetta. But getting caught at McDonald's? Now, what I can't understand is how this criminal mastermind, okay, who shot a very high-profile CEO in the daytime in Manhattan, avoiding all surveillance cameras, okay, and 5 days of no police catching him or anything like that, no leads, no nothing. How is he suddenly caught in New Jersey, basically next door to where he did the shooting, where he has the same fake ID that he used to check into a hostel, the same gun, and like a manifesto about how he hates insurance companies? And don't get me wrong, a lot of people might have those, but this is a little bit Unabombery, right? Like, how did they catch him with all that stuff when he was so smart to evade so much detection for so long? I'm just saying, it's a little bit sus, right? Like, how did they find him after they could have never found him? He could have been gone. He could have torched that ID with a Bic lighter and no one would ever know. Ditch the freaking gun in the river, or just fly somewhere else. Just go somewhere. Just drive somewhere else. Why are you going to McDonald's, man? That's what I do after I go to the dentist. Look, I get his point, okay? And so do you. Insurance companies are the reason that this country's healthcare system is going to on life support, okay? And the issue is that no one's really regulating them. So what can we do from a legal standpoint to help the people instead of helping the profits? Okay, I'm gonna start off by saying there are many benefits to our current healthcare system, okay? For what it's worth, and I think it's worth a lot, the US is one of the leading countries for medical breakthroughs
that have drastically improved healthcare in the whole world. But it also kind of sucks sometimes, okay? Let's be honest. We've got confusion, we've got gatekeeping, even gamesmanship. If you know, you know. The reality is that the insurance companies incentivize hospitals and doctors to increase their prices so that the professionals can get paid fairly. Then, because the prices are so high, the patients, the people, have to go out and make sure we get insurance because in the US, all of us are one slip and fall away from crippling medical debt. And that, of course, brings out lawsuits, which feeds the lawyers, who feed the medical professionals to get higher estimates of damage, and we go round and round this merry-go-round, circling death and debt. Which one will we land on next? What? Okay, so let's be positive about this then. Let's use this news to do good in the world. As a lawyer, I'm gonna tell you, the first thing you can do is know how the game works as it stands now. Each state has an insurance board or a department of insurance. They're called different things in different places. That's your government standing up for you. It helps to familiarize yourself with your rights as far as insurance goes and make sure you are not shy to reach out to state services, okay? You pay them for this already. But remember, they aren't the ones you've got the beef with, all right? They're the ones who are here to help you, so be nice. For bigger reform and change, we need legislative action. We need laws that are a little tougher on the insurance companies. And those laws can be at a state level or on a federal level. One example is the Lower Cost, More Transparency Act. It's a bill that passed in the House already, and it's awaiting a vote in the Senate. The bill is pretty sweet. It reduces healthcare costs and forces transparency and pricing when we go to hospitals or pharmacies or any other kind of healthcare provider. It gives us fair pricing and explanations, no hidden fees, none of that. Let's get rid of it all, right? So here's to hoping the Senate passes the bill and we start seeing some pushback against the inflated insurance game. So make sure you keep yourself educated and you keep an eye out for bills you think would be good for us, laws that would help the people. Call up the person who represents you in that state or in that area and votes for you and tell them what you think. I mean, they're supposed to listen in theory. Anyways, what do you think about insurance and how it is in the US? And what do you think of the assassin and how he got caught? It's kind of nuts, right? And if you hate going to the dentist, also, come on now, validate my feelings for me.